to another episode of Sodium here on Straight Dope Media. Spice here with your man Dano. Dano in the building. Dano, what you salty about today?
Salty, man. I'm salty about a few things or whatever on the highway.
Okay.
One of the things is merging.
Okay.
It's not so much not letting people in. It's more so when you let them in, and then they stay where they are. They sort of match your speed, so you can't get back over to where you were.
Okay.
If I let you in, let me back to my space because I might be getting off the next exit.
Yeah, but couldn't you accelerate?
I could accelerate, but why do I have to adjust to you?
That's a good point. It's a fair point. I don't know. I just look at it the opposite way.
Okay.
Because like a lot of times I'll just I see somebody merging, I just get over and I'm already accelerating.
Right.
Because I'll clear them and then they can figure out their speed. If they pass me, they pass me.
All right.
Especially if I know I got to get off pretty soon.
There are certain cases or whatever for me where if things are clean and clear to where you have a shot to get on the road, I have a set pace to ride. If you have a shot to get on the road, adjust before me, behind me. If there's wide open space, then I can move over for you. But when it's iffy or whatever, and you have people in the fast lane coming to catch up to you,
of course.
When I get over to this lane, now I got people behind me that are stressed out because I'm in front of them and I'm not speeding while I'm letting you in. So it causes a issue or whatever with me or whatever. With me personally, this is my thing, I guess,
right.
or whatever. But when I let you in, please don't match my speed. Speed up or slow down. Let me back over. That's all I'm asking. Secondly, if I let you, if I'm letting you in, you don't need a permission slip to get in here. You don't need me to flash my lights to get in here. Adjust your speed. When you're coming on the on-ramp or, when you're getting on the highway, you're supposed to adjust to traffic. Traffic ain't supposed to adjust to you. And when we adjust to you, that's a whole line of people that you that have to adjust to you. And sometimes when they have to adjust to you, little old you, they put other people possibly at risk because they don't know exactly how to deal with the situation. Or they may know how to deal with the situation, but you're dealing with multiple vehicles, with multiple people, with multiple personalities. And you got little old you that can't adjust. So we all have to adjust to you, which can result in a crash at some point. That's not in all cases. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But the thing is, if I'm providing space for you, take that space. Don't take 50 years or ride the whole on-ramp to get on. If there's space there, get in. Right. If there's not space there, there's a yield sign there for a reason, or you're supposed to yield until you can get on.
Correct.
I think it's good when you have. Excuse me. It's good when you have the space and the opportunity or whatever to let people on, but at certain points, it's more challenging, and with that challenge. I think there's a give and take to each side to where it's like, I have the opportunity. Okay, I'll get over. Then you get over. Or it may be a thing to where I don't see the opportunity. Or maybe I just want to be a douchebag. I don't know. But the thing is, your job as a person coming on, you yield and you fit in. Yeah. It's like running double dutch on jump rope. You adjust to the speed of the ropes. You adjust to the speed of the highway. The highway don't adjust to you because when it adjusts to you.
1 second. If you wouldn't have mentioned how double dutch works slightly, I wouldn't even remember how it works. I haven't done it in 30 years.
Right.
Continue on.
Yeah, when the ropes are skipping, if you don't adjust right, you're gonna get tangled.
Right.
You might get slapped with one of them rubber ropes or whatever, and sometimes they hurt. And maybe it won't hurt. Who knows? But the thing is, your job is to adjust to the classroom or to the group, not them to you.
Understood. I mean, I get that 100%. I mean, I'm not going to totally say I disagree with you because I don't in most cases, in most of what you just said. As a driver personally, I'm looking way back. I'm usually watching my mirrors religiously.
Right.
My man Breon, Mr. Stacks, old nickname, he used to make fun of me when we would be on the road. I mean, you're talking 15 years ago, just out of high school and stuff, but he'd be like, yo, I noticed you got a tick you got a tick when you drive. I'm like, what do you mean I got a tick? He was like, the whole time we're going down the road, you're doing this. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm trying to know what's going on around me. You know what I'm saying? So merging, you have to to me, you got to make up your mind. Like, are you accelerating to make sure you hit that gap? Or are you going to back off because you see a line of traffic and you got to find your way in? Because that's what it is. It's if somebody lets you in, they let you in.
Right.
It's obviously so much simpler if somebody lets you in. But you don't want to affect the other people in traffic. And this ain't a video game. And these are real lives out here. And not everybody's paying as much attention on the road as you might be. So why would he bump his own teammate? But anyway, it's stupid, man. It's so early in the race for that. First of all, he should just roll up and get out the way. To be honest, it's you're only on lap 31. Like the 8's faster than you. Just let him go for now. Get back in line right in front of who's that? Sawalich? Yeah. Anyway, so I'm usually trying to watch like from a distance what it's going to look like when I get up there to the on ramp.
Right.
Now, me personally, as a driver on the highway, I'm always going to lean towards letting somebody over. Okay. Always. Like I'm trying to. There's a lot of times if you're riding with me, you'll notice I will see, especially if it's a road I'm familiar with, and knowing maybe what time of day it is or whatever, I'll already be kind of easing off a little bit or getting over, knowing that there's like nobody behind me necessarily, or I have a big gap. Because like there's a road up towards like Morgantown up on 68 before you get to 79, man. Them people coming off of the Pierpoint exit. Is it Pierpoint? Well, yeah, Pierpoint, because it's kind of blind as you come up there. And if it's busy, man, I mean, you could have a line of traffic and them people are coming on. Like they're running 70. When you see them, they're already hitting 70.
That's where the airport is, has the overpass on it, Pierpoint. First exit off of 68.
Yeah.
Headed toward
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So like a lot of times, like I'm already over. Like if I can get over, knowing what's probably going to happen, unless obviously the flow of traffic says otherwise. Because look, man, I ain't trying to impede nobody else. I'm just trying to get to where I gotta go. I ain't trying to make it rocky. I ain't trying to make it rough, weird. I'm just trying to let people in or maintain our speed because I'm a cruise control person.
Okay, it's the same here.
Yeah, like my wife will not set the cruise control. It's all the way everywhere we go, man. She goes on these back roads and she looks like Jeff Gordon. She's trying to set a new track record.
Right.
We get on the highway and she's up on a wheel like this and we're running like 48 and it's like, babe, like you're running under the speed limit. But she's getting better. She's getting more consistent. My Greg G Money, he's another dude. He won't set the cruise control, man. Like you got it. It works.
Bro, cruise control is amazing.
Yes,
it's consistent.
Bro, I'll be out.
There's no start. There's no start and stop. It's a flow.
When we go to Carlisle to the car shows, man, I got my feet out, shoes off, socks, like just inside. You know why? Because I got the cruise control.
It's comfortable. It's square.
Comfortable, right? Yeah. And not even if I'm in town, here's just going up the bypass. I'm cruise control, man. Just set the cruise control. It's not that hard.
It's easy.
It's easy. Yeah. Like I can't stand people with varying speeds. So I set the cruise, and I try to do everything I can to not have to come off that cruise control. So if I can get over and let somebody on, for sure I'm going to do it way in advance. But if you're trying to merge, if you're that person trying to merge, the onus is on you to make it safe and to make it work for everybody else.
And I agree with that.
Because when you talked to me about this before, and you had mentioned, you wanted to talk about people merging, and I thought you were going to be like, I ain't letting nobody on, man. I'm trying to go where I'm trying to go. Like forget you, man. Forget your day. Like, I was like, man, is he really that hot about it? Because when we talked about it, we was at Dairy Queen, and you was hot. Like, you were on fire. Somebody must have cut you off or something earlier that day.
That's just... let's not get it twisted or whatever. I have moments or whatever to where I get upset, and there's certain moments to where it's like, I can be reasonable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can understand that I make mistakes.
We all do.
Some things, some things that I do or whatever while driving or whatever may be questionable. Right. Or maybe it's like, check me, I'll check you, or we'll just I'll check myself, whatever. But there's certain points to where it's like, you have space and opportunity to get on. You don't need a permission slip. You don't need to go home and have somebody sign you something so you can get on. There's plenty of space in front of you or in front of me to where you don't have to slow down and wait.
Yeah.
You know, you're confusing me. And so it's like it's one of them things. It's I've become a driver, and it's not always good. Sometimes that's bad. But I've become a driver that actually makes decisions for people now because I don't leave them opportunities to mess up, or to stutter step or be uncertain. If you're not going to be certain or whatever, I make it certain for you.
Yeah.
So I'll provide a space, or I'll make sure that you stay over there until you get a space. That's how I work. So if we're neck and neck, or if we're beside each other, I'm going to accelerate and let you get behind me. If there's space in front of me, I try not to hit the brakes because that messes with the flow of traffic. But I will slow down at times or whatever to let people in front of me.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's just sometimes that it stresses me out a little bit because it's just get in. If it's not your turn, wait your turn. And I feel like some of the rules that we have right now, I think there's like an actual law where you have to get over at times. And in certain cases it makes sense because you don't be a jerk about it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But at the same time, there's certain cases to where it's like it's unreasonable and it's messing up, a number for the few. Yes. And I don't like it,
No, I get that.
So
100%. I get that.
So yeah.
I will say the one thing, like, it wasn't until I went to visit my wife's dad's side of the family for the first time because they live in the New York metropolitan area. And I've been in the country, man. I've been out here in the sticks my whole life. Like, as far as highway driving, like I'm used to PA, Ohio, West Virginia type interstates.
Okay.
Bro, we got into New Jersey. Like, it's like we left PA and hit New Jersey, and all of a sudden that highway it went from being 3 lanes on each side to being 5 lanes on each side. And I'm wigging out. Like, I'm bugging out because my whole life I've been taught keep right, accept the pass. In PA, we have signs on the highway that say keep right, accept the pass.
Right.
Man, you get out there, you get in a lane, and that's the lane you in. It don't matter if you're going below the speed limit or 25 above. Whatever lane you're in. Gotcha. That keep right, accept the pass is out the window. And it used to make me so angry because I don't. Okay, so me and Sean, G Money, my mom, my dad, or whatever, my dad's buddy, we go to Carlisle twice a year for the big car show and swap meet, right?
So 81 North?
What's that?
81 North?
No, I get on the pike.
Okay.
I get on the turnpike. Because it's just there's nothing out there.
There's 76, right?
76.
76, and then you hit 81 North.
No. It's just 76. Period.
Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah, you just run 76 all the way from the time you get on in Donegal or New Stanton all the way out until the Carlisle exit.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay. Right,
so
gotcha.
Now my dad, he goes up 68 to 81 and all that. They be taking a scenic route. No, I ain't got time for all that. I set the cruise control. I know where everything is at out there. I remember certain bumps and angles of camber on the road because I've driven it so much. But I used to get so mad because every time coming home, I would always encounter a left laner. Like that car that or truck, no matter what, they in the left lane. And you might pass them 16 times, vice versa. Them passing you passing them, going on a 3 hour, I think you're on the pike for roughly like 2.5 hours or whatever. And then I started, once I got to New Jersey, and then I was driving into New York, like up the Long Island Expressway, and then we down to Georgia where my cousin lives, like in Atlanta. Like then I realized, look, man, not everybody is from, you know what I mean? They might have come up in an area where keep right, accept the pass doesn't exist. Whatever lane you in.
Right. And
I had to back off of that because I would be mad, like ready to assault somebody from like what's a good point? Basically from like Blue Mountain, like the Blue Mountain exit or Service Plaza all the way home. I get
Right.
home. I'm happy to be home, but I'm mad because
Right.
I had that maroon Hyundai Tucson that was in the left lane all the way.
And you're gonna be
And they
thinking
loaded
about
down. There's 4 or 5 of them in the car, bro.
Uh-huh.
They got stuff in the back glass, and you might pass them. I got the cruise control set foot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm running the same speed the whole time. I might pass them, and then 15 miles down the road,
They come past you.
you hear that Hyundai Tucson with the flex pipe leaking up, coming past you. And then 20 miles down the road, you know where that Hyundai Tucson is? Over there in the left lane, and you going to pass them. You got to pass them in the right lane.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But like I said, I never thought about looking at the plates or where they're from. They might have been from New Jersey or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, now I give those people the benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
But before I didn't.
I understand. We're finished.
Yeah, because if I keep going, I'm going to start cussing.
All right.
We don't need that.
I understand. All right. And the reason I mentioned 81 or whatever, I understand you.
You drove and drive for a living, so
Yes.
I can only imagine what you see.
Yes. But I've taken a number of trips to some places or whatever, east of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And I've driven through and got to Route 81. And once you get, it's not that I drove up on Route 81, but I drive past Route 81. And once you drive past 81, that's when people start getting weird with their driving.
Oh, we're talking headed like south
No, east.
or east. Yeah, I guess that would be an east.
Past, if you're,
yeah, you're right.
yeah, so you're going past what is it, the bottom of the state. I think,
Yes. Yeah.
So you have 81 in the middle of the state,
Right.
and then you got this. Your car's going, toward down on the bottom or whatever, and you pass 81. As soon as you pass 81, people get weird.
They get
and
wild.
They do the same thing that you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Except some of those persons might be consistent or driving the same speed as the persons in the other lanes.
Yeah.
So what they're doing or whatever is capping off traffic.
Right.
And everybody is backed up behind these two because
Absolutely.
this one person
Yeah.
won't accelerate.
Absolutely. I know what you mean.
So I understand that. I mean, it's relative. I understand that. I think in those cases, I find a slow spot and I just coast. I try to make sure that, because the thing is, it's like, do I want to be mad or not?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think, in those cases or whatever, I could get upset and I'll start driving fast and I'll scare people. So with that in mind or whatever, I try not to do that. And then I don't want I don't want the consequence of which to where, a cop pulls me over, which honestly, they rarely have I been pulled over for my driving.
How many times have you been pulled over?
What? I'm sure. I know I've been pulled over more than 2.
Okay.
Probably around 5 plus, but not more than 10. I had an issue in Brownsville or whatever. And Brownsville is it's one of them spots or whatever. I think past the Sheets and the Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
And the speed limit goes down to 25.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So I was flying through there going 35, 40, this, that, and the other. And the guy caught me.
Yeah.
And he pulled me over. Where he said, "You know why I pulled you over?" And I said, "Yeah."
Yo, you know what's a sneaky, like, easy place to get pulled over is on 51 through Perryopolis.
Oh yeah.
Because like if you're going towards, say you're going towards Pittsburgh, right,
Mm-hmm.
and you go past that, is this still a Gulf station down there? Because like you go
It's
past
on the
Gene and
right-hand
Boots.
side?
Well, if you're going towards Pittsburgh, it'd be on your left. They got that McDonald's and with the gas station, and then across the street's a Sunoco station.
And that's right when it turns to 45.
Right.
mile
As
an
soon
hour.
as you come to that light, it goes to 45.
Mm-hmm.
Look, bro, I'll hit that cruise control and I might hit it on 46
Mm-hmm.
because I personally know my Uncle Kev got pulled over down there for being 47 and a 45.
Mm-hmm.
Like they ain't playing. But I was just wondering how many times he got pulled over just because I thought you was going to say you
Never
you
there.
a little speed demon or something like that.
Never there.
Because I've only personally, thank goodness, I've only had to been pulled over 3 times. And only once was it for my driving. The other 2 times were because I completely forgot that my registration had died.
Gotcha.
And the one time, look, we stopped and got food at Applebee's.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how the to-go window there, like the car side to-go is facing the restaurant?
No, I don't go to Applebee's much, man.
Okay, well let me. Corinne loves Applebee's.
All right.
I'm not. I ain't no.
Yeah.
I ain't no Applebee's cat. Like there's some things they have that I'll eat, but I only get like a real taste for Applebee's like 4 times a year.
Okay.
But the car side to go is right at the glass, so your head like your lights are in their face, even if you got the lows on. So we're sitting there waiting for our food, and I just turn the lights off because I mean, who wants to be sitting there eating dinner and you got brights or lights in general in your face? You know, HIDs. You know, it's not like I got a newer truck. It's not like I got a 82 Chevy Square Body, old dim Wagner halogen lights or something. So I turn the lights off. We leave out of Applebee's. Well, it's everything. You're in commerce. The lights, there's street lights everywhere. Everything's lit up. I'm driving. I'm cool. I'm heading home. Man, we come up past the Bob Evans, and I heard the lights flick. I saw the lights flick, and then the siren started. 2 of them pulled me over at the Bob Evans.
Yeah, too.
And I'm like, Corinne's freaking out. She goes, "What? Why are they pulling us over? I'm like, I don't know, but it certainly ain't for speeding. I didn't run a red light,
Right.
so I don't know." I said, I'll just do my job, sit here still, answer the questions, don't be an idiot, be respectful. And the officer was super cool. He was like, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" I was like, "Honestly, no." And he was like, "Well, your registration's dead." And it's not what he said. He said you were driving without your headlights on. Okay. And I'm like, "Oh, dang, I didn't even realize we just left Applebee's." And he can look in the back of the truck and see the bag of Applebee's in the back seat. And then he was like, "Also, your registration's dead." So
that's comforting.
Well, no, it was. I'm wrong. It wasn't my registration. So I guess I got pulled over twice for my driving because not having headlights on counts.
Right.
But when he asked for my license and registration and insurance, I gave him my insurance card, and the insurance had expired a week earlier. Right. And he let me re-up it while he stood there. Right. Just to prove that it was valid and good. But thankfully, I've never been actually pulled over for speeding. I got pulled over once for quote unquote reckless driving because I saw the officer. I knew where they sat. I had just got, this is the first car I got. It was a 2010 Impala. I just got it 2 days prior, or maybe the day before. It's coming from my uncle's house. And I knew where they sat. And I got my music bumping, feeling good. Man, I think I was listening to some T-Pain or something like that. It's about 15 years ago. And I started to slow down because I knew where he sat, but I started too late. And he saw me. I had the brake lights on. Yep. And I think it was only like a $70-something fine I had to pay. But the only thing that made me mad was he said that I had slowed down from 75. I had the cruise control set at 58. How could I have been running 75? It was a 55 mile an hour zone. I had to set to 58. But nonetheless, I'll take the $70-something fine. You know what I mean? But I was booking before I got to him a little bit though, because I was trying to get home to catch the NASCAR race. Saturday night race, Daytona. I was trying to get home to catch the NASCAR race.
I'm just sort of thinking over moments like that. Like, you gonna tell me I'm going 75 or whatever in a 50 or just whatever.
There's no argument to make here, man. He got the power.
Yeah, I know exactly.
He got the power in this case, man, and he wasn't ticketing me for that. So man, I'll deal with it. I'll take it. I'll eat it. Whatever. And that was 15 years ago, man. That's the last time I had to pay a citation for my driving. Yeah. I did get a warning for going too fast in the work zone, though, 5-6 years ago. Like when they started that thing where everything was on cameras and there wasn't actually a police officer sitting there. I got this thing in the mail and I was like, something about a work zone. I'm like, what? And sure enough, there's the plate. There's my white Chevy truck. And they gave me a warning for going too fast in a work zone. So don't mess with work zones, folks.
That's another thing. But
what's that?
Merging out of work zone. And this is what scares me, America. This is what scares me, all right? Or whoever's watching, America, China, Japan, whoever. This is what scares me. This is what lets me know that we're not ready for anything serious to happen. Okay. We have no practice with merging. We have too many situations where people rubberneck, A.
Yes, absolutely.
And then B, we slow down before we even rubberneck because we can't merge into the lane. You have miles.
Stop sign?
No. So before the construction zone. Yeah. General knowledge, before construction zone, you have 3 signs that you need to hit to let you know what's going on. Right. You have road work ahead. Right. You have, one that says, merge this way or that way or whatever. Right. And then sometimes you'll have a flagger. Right.
Also, they have the merge sign, plus they have the other sign that shows you which way to merge.
Right, exactly, exactly. So that merge sign. In addition to that, they'll give you a speed.
Right.
Now, as soon as you see a construction ahead or whatever, be alert.
Be alert.
When it says you're about to merge, and unless you got miles and miles to go, you should try to merge soon, because the thing is, when it's easier to merge early. That way you're streamlined through the construction zone.
Yeah.
So if you're going, let's say your highway is 70 mile an hour, right?
Okay.
And they want you to go through there 55.
Right.
You'll have certain areas or whatever. I mean, and Pittsburgh is just a thing or whatever. I love Pittsburgh, but it's stuff drives me mad or whatever when you're headed to places like Pittsburgh or this, that, or the other. But you'll have areas where you'll be backed up for a mile to several miles just because people don't know how to merge.
Yeah.
When you merge early, you go streamline through a construction zone.
Absolutely.
Unless somebody's rubbernecking.
Right.
But if you merge right at the mouth of the construction zone, it makes it harder.
It makes it a mess. Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's like, preparation loves victory. Or victory loves preparation. I don't know which way it goes or whatever. So it's like, to prepare yourself, get in there early.
Yeah.
And then you'll shoot right through it. And most people in America, or I won't say America or whatever, but
here,
them
orange signs don't mean jack.
Here.
Yo, you passed the sign is, it is orange, son.
Yeah.
Like orange. And you don't see that?
We had it in town. And this lets me know if anything ever happened to where we needed to evacuate a place, we are toast. You need to be first.
Absolutely,
because you need to be first, because everybody around you, people don't know how to merge. And because of that, if anything happens, where are you going to escape to? You have to know the back roads, or you have to know other roads to get there. You can't go to main highway because the main highway is backed up.
Right. Well, look, man. Before we about to get out of here, but before we do, because you brought this up, I got to tell you a quick story.
Okay.
So we went down south this summer, visited some family in Atlanta, Charlotte. We toured the NASCAR Hall of Fame and a bunch of race shops, which I'd love to go back because my son's 2 and he was wigging out for most of the time. He was cool once he got to see like tires, but beyond tires, he was mad. So I couldn't really. Yeah, he loves tires. Okay. Man. So
I had it when I was a child. So I understand.
Look, we went into the RCR museum and they had this little setup there. It's really cool, man. It's one of Earnhardt's race cars. It would have had to have been. I'm trying to think in my mind. It would have had to have been from '89 because of the white 3 on the doors and aero coupe. So and you could see it was raced at a short track. Just the way the car was built, the nose, the way it was busted up. And they have a hauler sitting there, and it's Dale Earnhardt's 01 hauler. It's made to look like it would have been in 2001, the year he passed away, the Daytona 500, right? So they got this little camera, this little TV setup. It's playing a little video. I'm not even sure what the video was. It looked like an old Inside Winston Cup video because there was too many people standing around it. But the screen is sitting on tires, and that's all my son wanted to do was go over and play with those tires. And once we had to get him away from the tires, man, it was over. My wife had to take him outside. But anyway, he's 2. Moving on. We went down south, right?
Right.
We're going through, we're going towards Beckley, West Virginia.
Right.
Okay.
Beckley. Route 19.
There's road work. There's construction. Okay. There's signs from way back. Now, mind you, this is like dusk. It's almost dark, but not totally dark.
Right.
And there's this goober in a Jeep Grand Cherokee. Now it's saying merge left, and it's not heavy traffic.
Okay.
So I definitely got over early because there's no reason to be hanging on the right lane. You have to merge in 1,000 feet.
Right.
Right. I see this goober coming from way back. He's moving. He's moving. So I'm like, well, I'm already in the left lane. All he has to do is if he's in that big of a hurry, he can drive around me. Right. We're getting closer and closer to them. I'm seeing cones to where this is the merge.
Right.
Right. Don't you know that this fool, like, for whatever reason, slowed up to almost like slower than me? So that the guy behind me that was behind him has now passed him. He's up behind. The guy behind him is now behind me. That idiot in the Jeep almost had to come to a complete stop in the right lane because now there's 2 cars there that are going through that.
Right.
The construction.
Right.
There were signs like a mile back There's like 2 miles back saying road work ahead.
Mm-hmm.
He had ample time
Ample.
to get around me or just stay in the left lane.
Preach.
This idiot comes to almost a complete stop on the highway in the dark.
Hi.
Stupidity. Like, I don't know. I don't even know what else to say. It's pure stupidity. And you drive for a living.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you do it. I always talk about my delivery drivers for where we work and for what they actually get paid and for what they do. Man, I don't even know if it's worth it for what some of them get paid. Some of them get paid a little more, but every day on the highway, I mean, we see accidents in our parking lot. I couldn't imagine just being on the road every single day. And you might know the word road like the back of your hand, but then people make it a variable every day.
They do.
I commend you. I commend you, brother.
Thank you. It's hard, but somebody got to do it.
Anything else you want to touch on this episode, Dan? Because we're gonna have a whole lot of episodes about driving. Because I got a list of things I need to talk about. A list of things I need to talk about with driving.
Right. I'm not always going to say merge early. I'm going to say find the right time to merge, because sometimes merging early will put you at a longer wait to a degree that you don't want to be. But at the same time, there are certain situations to where it's like merge early because we're going to streamline and we're going to run through this thing. Don't rubberneck, just drive through. Yeah. But that's what
listen, if you're going to rubberneck, see what you can see and keep it pushing.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. See what you can see and keep it pushing. Chances are it's just construction.
Yeah.
It's just road.
If you got somebody in the passenger seat with a cell phone, have them record it.
Yeah.
And then
this
you
is
can
2025.
you can rubberneck on your cell phone all you want. So hey, but rubbernecking it and messes stuff up. It's not look enough to find out where you need to be and to be safe, and then beyond that, say a prayer and mind your business. So
say a prayer and mind your business. I agree. Well, on that, we're gonna get up out of here. Like, share, subscribe, all that business. Go to the store, buy some merch. We got everything on there, including comforters. So, as Sean Corey Carter once said, it's only entertainment.